Alright, so I know it's been a super long time since the last time I did a video, but irregardless, here we are. Let's see if I can get all these in the picture. I planted, if you remember this, the last video I did, I planted this pot and that pot at the same time, and these two guys were in the same pot. And I planted these two guys in the same pot. You can obviously tell the difference. So that just goes to show you that your potting soil makes a big difference. So yesterday I went out and I found all of these big pots at I went to a like a greenhouse type place, and they sell bushes or whatever in them. Those were not the biggest pots I could find. The other ones were 25 gallons, and I just thought that was a little excessive. And then I filled them with this mulch and dirt, and I mixed a whole bunch of stuff together, so we're doing good there. And then these are the two little pots that obviously I left them in these things here. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but I didn't want to try tearing them apart because the roots went all the way through the bottom. But yeah, here we are. I figured I'd move them back here, and the whole reason I put these things in pots is because when I initially started this whole process, I didn't know that pepper plants were perennials, or whatever it's called, where they come back every year. I thought I'd be able to grow these things and I'd be able to get peppers off of them this year, which I still might, but I doubt it. But I want to be able to take them in the house because I don't want to have them die. Because I live in Wisconsin and it's going to get super cold this winter, and everything in here is going to die. So I bought all the pots, and it cost me about 25 bucks for the pots that you see sitting here in front of you. Not a big deal. You can spend $100 on one stinking pot, so nothing fancy for me. I don't need anything fancy. So this winter I'll take them down to my basement and I'll set them down there and keep watering them and keep them alive, and I'll have a light on them. I just hope they go dormant and they don't die. So what else was I thinking? I don't remember, but yeah, here we go. I mean, like I said, I'm sorry I haven't, kept a super good update on this, but I've been busy. One other thing I want to talk about, this is kind of totally off the wall, but I'm going to tag this in my video. This is a Harbor Freight mold chaser. I keep that in next to my garden, and it used to be buried over in there next to all the tomato plants, and I had a mole cruise right here. You can see his tunnel. So those things don't work very good. Save your money, don't buy them. I'll go out and catch another video on that later, but I bet you I'll have another mole right on the bottom of it. But I have some heavy mole troubles in my yard. But here's my other garden. You guys haven't seen this one yet. All I got in there is tomatoes and cucumbers, and I got some more little peppers down there on the bottom. You can see them, but nothing too fancy there, just your basic stuff. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything about the scorpions here. I really appreciate Porculate. I really appreciate all your help and your suggestions. It's been a big help. I go back and I reread the comments multiple times, and I'm just plugging away. We'll just see what happens. I went out and bought some different fertilizer yesterday as well, so we'll start putting that on there. But one thing I'm really surprised about, I'll go back and talk about this again, I guess, is the difference in the potting soil. I mean, those two plants closest to us, they really took off. And those two plants right next to it, they didn't do as well. But that just goes to show you, buy good potting soil. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to talk about. I think it's been about a month since my last update, so I really don't see a point in doing one a week or one every 2 weeks, because it'd be just as exciting to stand here and talk about my grass growing. So, but yeah, there we go. I mean, we're chugging along. Maybe, if everything works out good, I'll get at least one pepper off here this year, but I doubt it. But we'll put them in the house this winter, and we'll see what happens. But I'll post another video maybe in another couple weeks, maybe a month. I'm not sure. No guarantees. But If you guys have any questions or comments, just post them down below and we'll talk about it. Thanks.